Let's have a better look at my army and test the new lapel mic for our future videos. Hello and welcome back. We're going to do a different type of video today. We're going to do an army overview. This is going to be a longer version of my video shorts that everyone seems to love. I figured I'd do a longer version because doing that, the models kind of spin a little faster than I'd like. Makes people a little dizzy, including myself. So here we are. Longer video, and then a little close-up of each model and why I have them. So actually, these are the Dark Angels. This is roughly 3,500 points. Some I use, some I don't. As you can see, we can start with the Lion here. Now the Lion, the reason why I started this army is because the Battle Force box set that came out in 2024, last December. I saw this box, it came with the Lion, Inner Circle, 6 Inner Circle Companions, the Chaplain and Terminator armor, and then the 10 Deathwing Knights. Pretty sure that was it, all that came with it. So I absolutely love the box. This is my second box set. I start off with the intro, like the classic introductory set. Yeah. So with the Lion, he was the last person I painted from that box set, only because I wasn't very good at painting. I'm still not good at painting. But I want to make sure I had somewhat of an experience with it. Now for his heads that are magnetized, I put like a small, I think it's an 8mm magnet inside the torso there. And for each head, I drilled out, if that'll focus, a smaller magnet. I think it's like a 2mm magnet in each head. And basically, since that each head has like a notch where the neck would be, there's a notch inside the torso as well. The magnet and the notch itself just help it hold in place better. So this way, whatever mood I'm in, I can switch heads. Definitely not my idea, but a very common one. All right, so moving on to the left is the Chaplain and Terminator armor. Now for him, he was probably the first model just because he's all black, easier to paint. I did give him the, people call it the bumblebee face. Looks like he's been stung by a few bees just because of all the swelling. So I have him leading my, see, I also did that as well. Not really for like a glow effect, but gives it a little more gothic appeal. So he leads 5 Deathwing Knights with the maces, and they travel inside the Land Raider. So if anyone knows, the Knights, they only have like 5 inches of movement. They're very slow, and the Land Raider has 10. So in order to get them up the field, because with the maces they have a 4 up against vehicles and monsters, and most of the armors that I face have one or the other, especially tile players, all vehicles mostly. So yeah, that gets them there. It also has, some shots on its own. The dreaded Hunter Killer missile has a 50% chance of missing. Yeah, this model wasn't that bad to paint. Honestly, it was pretty easy. Once I got the base down, then just added the green. Try to get the Deathwing look, since it is transporting Deathwing models. And then next to that is the Impulsor. So this was a gift from one of my friends. He doesn't use it, so I decided to use it. He did prime it black, and then that kind of just made me keep it as the Raven Wing theme. I just got to clean up a bit, add some more colors. I added the book, and then the wing back here. So yeah, just some edge highlighting, which I tried to do with like a paint marker. I don't know if you can really see that. Yeah, figure that'd be easier on a vehicle. And then what's in there is Azrael and Friends. So Azrael, before, I would have him lead a 10-pack of Hellblasters. But then I decided to keep my unit more melee style, so I put him with the Inner Circle Companions. So he gives them the 4-up Final Pains. Not Final Pains. Oops. The 4-up Involved Saves. Yeah, and then Inner Circles themselves, they pack a Mighty Punch. And because the Impulsor has Firing Deck, all of these guys besides Azrael can shoot, since they do have pistols. Going back is my incursors, which I also proxy as scouts. Yes, I know they don't look the same, they're not the same base, but most people don't care. I originally got these guys for the 12-inch like area denial for deep strikes. These are pretty cool, but just like the intercessors, they just serve that purpose, really. They just sit in the backfield. But yeah, so I'm trying them out with scouts. Scouts, from what I hear, they're really good to have in your armies. I'm just not really good at them yet. Then back there is a captain. He's from the original box set that I got, the Leviathan box set. As you can see, I changed him up a bit to be more Deathwing. Added these wings up top from an old Terminator model. Then my horrible attempt at green stuff for the front scabbard, robe style. Then I give him an extra Deathwing Knight's helmet. Speaking of, Belial, man. I honestly just got this model for like the cool factor. I mean, he's a Terminator with a giant sword. There's a skeleton on fire. What's not to like about the model, but as I found out, he's not that good. So sometimes I run him, sometimes not. But if I do run him, he'll lead these group of knights, if not him, and then the captain, because he gets them rerolls on charges. So yeah. Then I got my 10 jump back intercessors. This one I gave the extra Azrael helmet. No real purpose, just the cool factor. I do got to finish painting them though. Some of them need edge highlights, and then the trim on the pauldrons. Next to them is the Terminators. These guys also came from the Leviathan box set. But if you watch the video on these guys, you'll see how I made them into the Deathwing units that they are. You can run them as Deathwing Knights, not Deathwing Knights, Deathwing Terminators, or just Terminators if you are low on points. All in all, good squad. I generally just run them as Terminators. Those are cheaper, but they do the same thing relatively. And then my, I want to say intercessors. My Inceptors. These guys are cool. These are also gifted to me. I love these models. They're so fun to paint, so easy. I got the smoke, which I need to redo because it looks a little cartoonish right now. I can't remember where I got them from. I was watching a YouTube video and I had these and they mentioned the brand. So I got them. Most because the little plastic stand that they come with fails all the time. So why not have a 4-point contact on the model, because each little flame connects to a jetpack thruster. Yeah. On to the Dreadnoughts. These guys were actually really fun to paint. I like them a lot. My Brutalis, right here. Gave him the Deathwing colors. Added just a little bit of, Dark Angel symmetry. Gave him a Deathwing robe. And the purpose for the trees is I want to seem like he's running through a forest. Yeah, it looks like walking sticks. But honestly, that's one of the few ways I was able to get those branches to balance. I did, however, to help with that, green stuff some paper clips. I drilled a hole and drove the other end through the sticks themselves. And that helped them, along with the claws, help them maintain their shape and position. Now for this guy's sweet. Everyone seems to love him. I got his parts the same place where I got the Lady Arvette's helmets and the Terminator pieces, from a guy called Archie's Forge. I don't know if it's one guy, it might just be a company. But I did repaint them since that short video, because I entered him into a tournament painting competition for an Armageddon match. Didn't place, which I wasn't really expecting to place, because he's not really that great at painted. So I did some touch-ups like the flames, the plasma. But yeah, made the base myself, used like little bits of foam, made it look like a fallen, oops, there was his thing, like a fallen cathedral wall that he busted through. Then added some grass. Let's see if I can put that back on. There we go. But yeah, I like him a lot. I don't use him that often either. But like, if I didn't run like a meta style list, I usually run both of them Dreadnoughts because just like the Lion, people fear Dreadnoughts because they can move and shoot. Not fast or great, but they're just big models. The Blade Guard Vets with the Judiciary. So I like these guys a lot. The Judiciary was gifted by another friend of mine. He didn't need them for his army, so he got them for me. He gives them the Fights First ability, so that's my second unit that has Fights First along with the Lion. And then I gave the Judiciary an enhancement, which adds 2 to the strength of each stack, and then I think it adds 1 to the hit and damage. And then the Blade Guard Vets are monsters themselves. Really love these guys. If you want to see the video on those, go ahead. Then the Kit Bashed Intercessors. These are not Assault Intercessors like I said in the short. That's a mix-up. They do not have the chainswords. They're just the ones that stick the objectives. The reason for these guys, or what I did for these guys, is these are the original Infernus models from the same Leviathan box set, but I used the additional Infiltrator arms, and then some tactical Intercessors weapons. Still got to paint them, but yeah, I like them a lot so far. Their only purpose is to stick to the objective, and then just kind of hang back there or go up front, try and get secondaries in the middle. Then my 10 Hellblasters. These guys are pretty sweet. I didn't know much about Dark Angels when I first started, but it was mentioned to me that Hellblasters with Azrael are pretty good, so I got a whole box. Yeah, I get most of the models have the Dark Angel upgrade sprue kit, so like the shoulder pauldrons have the like higher version, the raised emblem. Then finally, my last 3, the Ravenwing Black Knights. So these are also gifted to me. I haven't ran them yet. This is like one of my first few tries with the paint markers for edge highlights. Just use silver and black. I don't really like the blue edge highlighting. Yeah, these are like previous edition models. One of them 9th or 8th edition models, I'm not too sure. Yeah. And then for my tournament list, or not tournament list, but the list I've been running is the Lion, Azrael, and the 6 Intercessors, Chaplain, Deathwing Knights, inside the Land Raider, these guys inside the Impulsor, 5-man unit of Jump Pack Intercessors, the Scouts, the other 5 Knights in Deep Strike, Judiciary, Blade Guards, Assault, or not Assault, Intercessors in the back. And that's it. That's about 1995 points. Yeah, plus the enhancement, which includes the enhancement, I should say. But yeah. So, hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching.